But with that said, man, let's get started with the show with our icebreaker question to kick off the show. This past Friday on SmackDown, it is reported that Kevin Owens was not going to attend WrestleMania, be a part of this year's WrestleMania because of an injury. He came out on Friday and disclosed the fact that he has to get surgery for his neck. Just 2 weeks before Mania, he was slated to face off against Randy Orton. And unfortunately, that match won't happen because Kevin has been wrestling hurt for quite some time now, and this is about the time for him to kind of um get surgery and repair, get himself healthy again. Um, what's been your thoughts on this time, man? Because a lot's been said about this will work or shoot this and the third, but in terms of seeing how Kevin looked on Friday, you can tell he was upset the fact that he's missing his first WrestleMania, I believe, since he joined the company. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, at first I didn't know what to think of the news because when they said he was, you know, uh, injured for 4 months, I was like, wait, Randy Orton's been out for 4 months, selling a kayfabe neck injury. So like when I heard the information, I kind of heard it in reverse, and I was just like, oh, well, that sounds kind of suspicious. But I mean, to work hurt for 4 months with a neck injury that's just building and building and building, and now it's at a point where it's very serious. I mean, it's heartbreaking. I don't want to see the guy miss out on the WrestleMania. Granted, I wasn't looking forward to this match, not because of the talent, but more so because of, I just, I mean, it's been no secret. We haven't been fans of how Kevin's been booked for most of this run on SmackDown this past year. But it's a shame that it's happening this way. And I don't want to see the man go down like that. But even beyond just the show of the shows and all that or future events, I just want this guy's taken a lot of nasty bumps over his career, and you'd want to see him live a normal life afterwards and be healthier after he gets out of the business. Especially in the wake of the Dark Side of the Ring episode of Mick Foley, where you just see how much damage he did to himself just in the Hell in a Cell match alone, let alone all the other bumps he took in his career at that point. So for Kevin Owens, you just want the best for the guy. Um, there's nothing really else I can say about it other than it sucks, but it's better that he takes this time, gets his stuff together, and does what he needs to do for his family more so than for us.
Yeah, man, I just felt bad because it's like for someone who's done a lot, for the company for the last 11 years now since he's been part of the WWE. Like, no matter what his role or no matter what he's doing, somehow, some way, he finds his way onto WrestleMania and making it, special for him. Whether it's his match against Jericho or the match against Seth, or even when him and Sammy won the tag team titles at 39 in LA in that big of a crowd. Like, Kevin has always been game to be one of those guys you can put on a WrestleMania card and he's gonna show out. Even if he may not be part of the best match or whatever, you enjoy anytime he's on a WrestleMania card because he always brings something to the table and definitely like just make sure that the fans go home leaving with something, and it kind of sucks, man. For me, I do wish Kevin Owens, nothing but the best in terms of his recovery, healing, and hopefully this is not the last time. And as a wrestling fan, just take the time that you need. Like, you've done enough in this business for over 20 plus years. You've won world championships in ROH, you've won the NXT title, you've been a United States champion, you've won tag team titles, you've done everything from PWG to ROH to Japan to all across the world. You've done enough to where like people respect you for your craft. The best thing that for any fan would hope for you to do is just to heal up. Anybody that asks, "Oh, can't could he still do Mania?" Like, that's just selfish. Allow him to kind of heal. Allow him to have this surgery. Have this time to be with his family. And I guess in this time it's a blessing in disguise because he gets a chance to be more with his fam. Have more time with his family and just relax for a bit. So when he does come back, hopefully, Randy Orton is still, active or not on a hiatus where, they can pick the story back up. Um,